Well, hi there, everybody. Hellcracks here, just doing an update for the channel for the month of September. And to let you know that Thursday night at 9 Central Standard Time, 10 Eastern, or 8 Mountain, or 9 Chicago time, however you want to look at it, the Musty Wargamers are going to be starting their new season. Yes, we're having a new season starting up. Was it season 9? Whatever it is. It's been a while. We took a month off, and we're going to be back Thursday night for our show. So hopefully you can come by and enjoy it. It's going to be over on Palmer's channel, Heresy Productions. So that's how we're going to kick off the new season. Be over there. So hopefully you guys can all come over and join the chat and the conversation that's going on. All right, so yeah. As you can see in front of you, there's a bunch of battle mechs. I mean, a bunch of battle mechs. I got kind of busy this month and did some printing and painting. Yes, you have mechs for the West Lo Rangers, the official colors of the West Lo Rangers. This is their parade style colors. Otherwise, it'd be just kind of a camouflage. But yes, this is basically a mech for every one that's in the unit. So I've decided that every mech should be represented in the colors. So I went and printed a bunch off. And you can see here you got some Jenners, a couple of Jenners. We got over here, we got an Orion, and that's a dragon. Somewhere around here there's another dragon. There's two of them. We're dragon number 2. There's so many here. Oh, there it is. So, got 2 dragons. And identified on the back with 1 and 2. Dragon 1, thing 2. So, we got those 2. Then we got a stalker. This unit, each one of them, mercenary unit. We're talking 20 years of operation so far in game terms. You know how long the unit's been around. And then we have a Goliath. Yes, we do have a Goliath. It's stuck in the headquarters unit. And we got a Victor. An Atlas, that's part of the headquarters unit for when stuff really gets serious. Yeah, some of it's like, it's kind of hard to find some decent 3D prints, but it works out. And we got a Crusader. Yeah, it's like I didn't put a lot of effort into painting these. It's just like kind of the rough and ready paint jobs on them, just so I can get them done. So they're ready for action. That was a quick draw. This is the Enforcer. We got a Griffin. And let's see, Trebuchet, the infamous tree bucket. Trebuchet. Archer. Sentinel. Dervish. And okay, we have 3, or is there 4? 4 hunchbacks. We got a hunchback with a auto AC 10 with medium lasers, and then we have some swaybacks. A couple swaybacks here. And we got this guy here. He's outfitted with 3 large lasers. Different little look for him. And we got a Wolverine. Wolverines. Yep, another Wolverine. Got a little cataphract. Picked that up from House Lyle as Spoils of War. And one of our favorites, Thunderbolt. The thing works really good. Really like the Thunderbolt. And moving down the line, we got a couple Phoenix Hawks. And we've got a Zeus, an Axeman. Or no, that's the Hatchet Man. That's a Hatchet Man. What did I say Axeman for? I do know. And then that is a Kentaro, Mr. SRM himself, Mr. Crit. We got a little Stinger here, and then we got 3 Vindicators back here. This is an actual plastic Catalyst model, and then we got 2 3D printed ones right there. Yes, we got 3 Vindicators in the unit. So, yeah, pretty much a lot of work went into all these guys to get them all done. But now I have them all for the unit. I just got to get a storage container for them that will fit them all. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 31. Yeah, 31 models in the units, or mechs in the unit. The heavy hitters, you know, usually the assaults don't ever hardly see the light of day. That's the old guard for the unit. They spend a lot of time in as part of the command structure, making sure things happen. But most of the heavy hard work is done by the mediums and the lights for the unit, along with some of the heavies as lance leaders. So pretty much how it works out when we go into operations. So they kind of rotate through what kind of mission it's going to be, contract, that kind of thing. So that's all the mechs that are in the unit. I've also been working on this guy. This is for my Chaos Dwarf Army, a Lammasu. Said I went in the last video I did with the Chaos Dwarf Army, I said I needed a Lammasu, and I did some research, and I did find a 3D model that's pretty decent. I couldn't find within reason someday I might get a Lammasu for the old Chaos Dwarf one, but those things run $100 and something bucks a piece on eBay, so they're up to 200. They're like pewter gold, so it's really hard to throw something into the army. I don't feel like spending a lot of money. You know, when you spend $10 for the STL and the print itself, you maybe have $10 in it and print out a decent, it's a pretty nice looking model. And this is how much work I've got done on it so far. You can see all the work on the wings. That's just the first rudimentary. I got to go in and pick a lot of details, you know, like all the claws on the end of the horns or wings and everything. I still haven't decided if I wanted to go more of a flesh tone with this. You know, it's going to have a black beard and more flesh tones with this thing. Lighten it up some, you know, give some depth to it, because right now it doesn't have much depth to it. That's just the first couple layers of paint on it. So, yeah, but the base is pretty much done. I just had to do the edging and put some flocking on it, and the base will be done. But I do have it pinned in here, so it stays on there. I'll just easily can take it off with a little bit of effort. But when it's all done, it's going to get glued on. So, and I got to do all the there's a whole bunch of metal work that has to be done. I want to do all the flesh tones first before I do all the metal work, and it'll be similar to this work. Maybe similar, maybe some red tones. It might be just brass, I'm not sure. And I do have a couple more Immortals type of troops here with the big two-handed halberds, axes. I was going through everything. I was like, oh, I forgot. I missed two They were in a different bag, and I found them. I was like, oh, I better paint those, get them added to the rest of the army. So that's the last. This will be the last bit of stuff I got to do for the Chaos Dwarf, for the actual Chaos Dwarves. But over here, I can grab the. I do have a couple 3D printed models that I do have, which are the Hobgoblin bolt throwers. I did mention I do have a few of them I had to finish out, and you know, I got to put them on the base, and I got the crew that go with them. You got 2-man crew, you know, holding up the bolts that go on them. There's 2 of those guys, and then you got the artillery commander, like that. So they'll go on the base somehow. So I got 2 of those that I gotta put together and paint up. So that'd be a nice little addition to the Chaos Dwarf army. And I have some STLs for Hobgoblins, so maybe I might print off a few Hobgoblins just to have, you know, they look very similar to these guys here. I think it's the same guy that designed the bolt throwers. So I'll add those maybe sometime in the future. I'll add those to the mix. So I got those. Oh, here, fall off here. And I have been doing a little bit of work on the 15 mil ACW, American Civil War. There's 75 stands for 15 mil Union troops. So far all I got is the uniforms, and I started working on the rifles. So after I get all that done, I got to put on the flesh tones, and there's a little commander on a horse, of course. And I'll get those all into the mix. So I'll have to put all these out of the way, finish this guy right here, and these 2. These are all I gotta do is flock those 2, and they're done. And I'll get started on getting all those done before I start working on the last bit of Union stuff I have. I got some cavalry I gotta work on for the Union troops, and then they're dismounted cavalry and horse holders, and a few more cav guys put on their bases. The big thing is I have to cut out some more. I do have some over here, some stuff that I've cut out, mat board, but I got some big old sheet of mat board I have to start hacking into to make more bases for myself. So there's all that. All right, so that's it. Hope you guys come by and see us Thursday night for the Musty Wargamers show. So that will be, I'm not sure what day that is, the date. Today is tomorrow, 25th. So it'll be the 25th of September. So hope you see y'all stop in and in the chat. All right, Hellcrex, and we'll see you in the next one. Hellcrex out.